Is Meta a good value investment at this point in time? Unless you're living under a rock, you probably saw that Meta's stock price plunged roughly 25% this week. So let's look at what was said during the earnings call to see if there was any good reason for that. So at the moment the stock is trading at 237.09 cents, the enterprise value is 613 billion and the market cap is 645 billion. Let's check it out. When a high quality company like Meta drops 25% in a day, it's always worth looking at. Let's see if we can find the part that spooked the Meta investors. The company reported revenue of 33.7 billion for the quarter, which comes down to a 20% increase year over year. So that really can't be it. Okay, revenue wasn't the issue, but when we look at the Capex and especially the part mentioned in the press release, things get a little bit more interesting. So basically the company said in the official statement, we expect the 2022 capital expenditures to be between 29 and 34 billion. Our planned Capex are primarily driven by investments in data centers, server, network infrastructure, and so on. So if you have been following Meta, then you know that this company is going heavily into AR and VR to the Oculus division, they call it Reality Labs. So let's have a deeper look at the Reality Labs subdivision. So here's the part that spooked Meta investors this week. Reality Labs lost about $10 billion this year. Reality Labs is Meta's new division for VR and AR, and investors do not like uncertainty. Here we have a company that's committed to spending a lot of money on something that might or might not work. So for the foreseeable future, it is expected that Reality Labs will burn a hole into Meta's pockets. When you take things into perspective, though, you will see that the expenses are easily covered by Meta's other businesses. So let's look a bit into this. So businesses are healthy, but Meta is investing heavily into VR and AR. So that is basically burning a hole into the pocket of the company. It's not a big deal because it's easily covered by the other divisions, but of course it will add some pressure on margins and of course also the profits for the company for the foreseeable future. So here's my take. In my view, this is not necessarily a bad thing, because as you know, in business it's either adapt or die. Facebook missed out on engaging the young crowd, and new apps like TikTok and Snapchat are eating into Meta's earnings right now. Augmented and virtual reality might be the next thing, and it makes sense for Meta to invest now, because if you don't invest now, someone else will do it. So as you can see, here's another big problem the company is facing. For the first time ever, the daily active users is falling. I mean, the company has about 2 billion daily users, which is more than amazing to begin with. So it was always expected that the growth itself will slow down eventually, because there are just so many people on the planet. But it also shows that users are engaging with competing apps such as TikTok, Snapchat and other platforms at the moment. So Meta has to do something. Facebook will need something new to get the users back into their ecosystem. And this is where VR and AR comes in. Meta's profits depend heavily on reaching as many people as possible. In the future, they will be able to get those views from AR and VR users. So is Meta a good investment at the moment? I will not discuss all the financials in this video, but the company appears cheap. Investors are also getting a 25% discount compared to the price in the last couple of days. So investors obviously do not like the uncertainty surrounding the new businesses. Will AR and VR take off as expected? Some believe it, some don't. So if you believe that Facebook is investing into the future and this will pay off handsomely, then it should definitely be a good time to begin your research and look deeper into this company. I personally haven't made up my mind yet, and I do not hold a position. This might change soon though. So have a great day and thanks for watching.